Okay, so we have quite a day today. Every year, our church, well, every year for the past 5 years, our church has done a law enforcement and first responders appreciation meal. Normally, our church ladies pitch in and do the meal with me. They'll make the desserts or help with, I usually do the main course. Well, this year we're a little bit behind because of the whole shutdown. So we had to do it a little bit later. This year is going to be a little bit different. I'm doing all the baking, and I have just one friend helping me with the bread. And then my friend Jen at Jen's Cheesecake Delights, you can find her on Facebook. She makes amazing cheesecakes. And so we sprung for cheesecake this year for them, and I'm really excited about it because those cheesecakes are awesome. Anyway, so I'm just putting together a lasagna meal with, I'll probably do broccoli salad and probably a green salad. I don't know. And we've had to scale back this year just because it's been a crazy year. So normally we include the fire department in the same day, but I'm gonna have to do theirs at a later date, and I'll probably do the same meal for them. But I like to make sure they all feel appreciated and loved by our community, especially our church, since it's my church. We do usually include the sheriff's department as well. We live in a small town, Neosho, Missouri, so it's not a big deal to make a quick meal, you know, just on the fly. Just think of it one day and then call them and say, hey, I'm going to do a meal for you tomorrow. So it's not a big deal to spread it out over 3 days. I just like to get it done all at once because I don't want any I don't want any of the other departments thinking, oh, well, they got appreciated and I didn't. I try to get to them all. It's just important to keep their morale up. They're the ones that take care of us and protect us, and they're at a moment's notice, and they have been for my family. Church people really get into it. They just, anytime I do this, they love to donate the money and donate the time, and they try to fill out cards to say thank you to them all. And it's just a real fun day. We just like to make people feel appreciated. Our church made money donations to pay for all the ingredients, and I gotta go shop for that. So I'm checking my list and trying to decide if I've missed anything. So I'm gonna go over that, and then I'm gonna go do the shopping for it. And I'm gonna enjoy my London Fog because I've had coffee twice this week, and I'm trying to cut myself off, and I've been doing really good. So I'm having a London Fog today. And then we'll go to the store and do the shopping for this law enforcement appreciation day. All right, so I'm off to the store to get the stuff for the officers appreciation day, my list, and I added a Hashbrown Casserole to my list because it's delicious. Planted rose bushes this year for the first time in a long time, and I am loving that I have tons of buds everywhere. I meant to get the red bush. It was supposed to be a red rose bush and a yellow rose bush, but somehow they ended up both being yellow, but they're gigantic petals. Missouri heat's getting to them because they're wilting a little bit, so I'm going to take them in and enjoy them. So I brought my little roses inside. Sadly, the Missouri heat got to them. I should have brought them in yesterday, but they still smell lovely, and I'm going to enjoy them while they last. But I got to quit messing with roses and start baking my lasagna. Okay, and this is the grocery haul for the officer's meal. We got lasagna stuff right there, and there, and then we got the Hashbrown Casserole, and then the broccoli salad. They're gonna be eating good tonight. I gotta pick up the cheesecakes a little bit later, but this is it.
But we're gonna start with the broccoli salad.
Okay, we're gonna start with the broccoli salad. And we're just gonna wash this broccoli and then we'll dice it up. 5 to 6 cups of broccoli is what it calls for. But really the dicing the broccoli is the thing that takes the longest, but it's still a super easy recipe. Okay, so we've got the broccoli cut up and the onion cut up. All we have to do is put it all together. So we take a cup of sharp cheddar and 2/3 of dried cranberries. Then a half a cup of bacon. And you can cook up your own bacon. It's actually better, but it's hot today. I don't really want to heat up the kitchen. All right, and then we're gonna do a half a cup of sunflower seeds, salted or unsalted, it probably really doesn't matter. And then your diced red onion. And that's it. And then we will combine it and add the dressing. And this is a delicious broccoli salad. Bowl is a little small for this, so I'm going to put it in this. Much better. And that just looks so festive and pretty. Okay, so for the dressing for this broccoli salad, you do a 3/4 cup measure of, I like Duke's mayonnaise because it has 0 sugar and 0 carbs. Then a 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1.5 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, and then salt and pepper to taste, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar. I go light on the sugar, otherwise you're gonna have a really sweet salad, and I don't like my broccoli salad super sweet, so that's all you do on the dressing, and then you pour it over. Looks so pretty on the table, and I guess it's pretty healthy. I mean, there is some sugar in there, but all in all, it's a pretty healthy side. My husband, who doesn't like onions or broccoli, well, he doesn't like crunchy broccoli, but he loves this, so it's a crowd pleaser.
And there you have it. It's the broccoli salad.
Okay, so we cover this because broccoli salad is really good, especially when it's had time to set and let all those flavors blend together. So I'm going to cover this, and then we will get started with the Hashbrown Casserole. I like to wash these pans up. Don't ever just throw your food in those after you bought them. So wash that pan. So, all right, so I'm not really following a recipe for this since I'm making it not quite a double batch. So we're going to have, that was 1 whole, that is a 1 pound bag of hash browns. We might do a double batch. Yeah, a double batch will fill up this can, so let's go ahead and do just a double batch. So that's 2 pounds of these hash browns. All right, and then I have a can of cream of chicken and a can of cream of mushroom. And then I'm probably gonna do this. I took a little bit out of my sour cream for my dressing for my broccoli salad, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and put the rest of this sour cream in there. We like it nice and creamy. I did about, probably 2 teaspoons of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and then I added some garlic powder and some onion powder to this. And you may need more, but I would rather under salt than over salt because you can fix that, my mom always said. But you can't fix an over salt bake it. And you bake it 350 for about an hour. And I do the last 10 minutes I do uncovered. So it's just as smooth as you can get it. And you want to make sure that it's not lumpy because then it'll cook uneven. And this, it's kind of gross when you get a crunchy piece of potato.
Okay, and it's all smoothed out. And since I have some leftover bacon, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna top it with leftover bacon and it'll be awesome.
And bacon just makes everything that much better. And this all needs to be delivered at around 6:30, so I don't have to serve it quite yet, so we won't bake till a little bit later. Now we start on the lasagna, and I have my beautiful assistant Sylvia with me. And Sylvia is going to get the water going for the noodles. Even though I use the already oven-ready noodles, do hot water. But it takes longer to cook if you don't go ahead and boil them. So I boil them for a few minutes first, and then we add them to the lasagna. So Sylvia's going to be getting the water ready, and I'm going to do the Italian sausage. Because I'm going to make our dinner and theirs at the same time. And my family loves this lasagna recipe, so I figured since I'm making their police officers today, I would just put this on my menu for the day too. Okay, Sylvia is going to add it to that. If you don't want your lasagna noodles sticking, go ahead and add more. I suggest adding some olive oil or whatever kind of oil you like to use to your water. That's good. And it'll coat the noodles and you won't have to worry about them sticking together. Alright, Sylvia is my trusty helper. She's taking care of the Italian sausage. Oh! And I'm going to saute some mushrooms. It just kind of gives the lasagna a little extra flavor. Okay, I can't ever leave anything alone because I just like to cook. So, to my store-bought sauce, I always add a bit of cayenne. Just gives it a bit of a bite, but not too much of a bite. And I always add a little more garlic. Okay, I know that looks like a lot more garlic, but this is a triple recipe. And then a little more onion. And then, so that it's not too tangy, I don't like a super tangy lasagna, so I add a little bit of sugar to kind of balance that tang. That was maybe a teaspoon to this. I don't know. And you can always taste it and see if you think it needs more or less. But I feel like it really adds to the flavor to add that little bit of sugar. To my lasagna, I add a ricotta cheese layer. I didn't used to do this, but my family loves it. So I go with the 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. I do an egg per, so I'm gonna need 2 to 3 eggs for this. And then I will add, okay, I almost died. And then I will add some Italian style cheese, some Parmesan cheese to the mixture, and that goes between the layers of my lasagna, and it just makes it extra amazing. So we are going to put the lasagna together, and I start by putting a little sauce in the bottom of the pan. It'll keep the noodles from sticking, and I just like having that little extra layer of flavor. So you do that, smear it all over. All right, and then take the noodles and just start layering them. And for a regular lasagna, like just a regular 8 by 10, I usually do 5 to 6 noodles across, and then 5 to 6 noodles on the second layer. So, but this I'm doing a little more because I've got a bigger than a 13 by 9 inch pan. Just got back from picking up the cheesecakes from Jen's Cheesecakes. We got a classic with raspberry, and it looks like a white chocolate on top. And then a turtle cheesecake. Amazing. Jen is the bomb. All right, and then a key lime cheesecake. And it looks lovely too. And don't tell Ben, but I got him one for Father's Day. His favorite is key lime.